Hi, it's John here from the Professional Nail School and Beauty Academy. It's been a while since I've actually posted anything onto YouTube, but I've had a lot of questions recently over text, email and all sorts of ways, and on YouTube as well, about nail lamps. There seems to be a lot of confusion over nail lamps, and really it's so very simple. So I'm going to talk today about nail lamps. If you look on the market, you will see that there are many types of gels, and gels basically are what you set in a nail lamp. Now a gel is basically a kind of a plastic that sets under UV light. That's all it is, nothing more, nothing less. And basically all gels are the same, so whatever gel you buy, it's the same gel and it's the same process. It's just a chemical process that when it goes into the UV light excites the molecules, and then they set together by cross-linking like this into a chain, or they'll just bond together. So there's nothing mysterious about that either. So if you buy a particular brand of product, you will always be told that you must use their lamp, because otherwise it won't work properly, the system won't work properly. Well, obviously that's not true, because you can use basically any lamp at all, from an expensive one right down to a cheap one, and it will still do the same job. It will set the gel. Okay, so when you do buy a branded lamp, obviously you're paying a premium for the name that's written on the top of it, and also you may want to stick with the same look. So the name on your gels, on the bottles, you may want to have a lamp that's got the same name, so you're tying into a kind of a system. But you will find that branded lamps are very expensive. You can pay up to £350 for a branded lamp when you get the same job done from a £20 lamp. So it's up to you really what you want to do and what you want to buy. Now I've got a lamp here which is one that I do recommend, and this is called the Sun UV lamp. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about this lamp. So this is the lamp. Now this lamp is a 48 watt, which is the minimum power that you need to cure gels, and it's an LED, which means that inside the lamp there are lights. I don't know if you can just see those inside the lamp. And what I particularly like about this lamp is that it's got a lot of LEDs in there, and the LEDs come right down to the bottom. So some of them stop part way up, but these, they come right down to the bottom. That means when you've got the hand in, the actual nails will be fully cured all the way to the sides. So that's why I like this particular lamp. Another reason I like this lamp is that you've got this large opening here. So I don't know whether you do nails now, but how often have you said to the customer, can you put your hand in the lamp, and they catch it on the top of the lamp here, and then you have to take it back out and sort them out again. So that's one thing that I find quite good with this lamp, is this large opening here. Another thing as well is that you've got a light on the top here, which I'm not sure if you can actually see that, but it's counting down at the moment, and it will count down, and then eventually it will just go off. Now you've got various settings. You've got 10 seconds for flash curing. Now flash curing is when you may just want, if say you're doing some biabs and you want to just stay on the same hand, you may want to just flash cure between each one so that the gel can't move anymore. once it's been flash cured for about 10 seconds, the gel just won't move, but it is not fully cured. You will still, when you finish the hand, you will have to go back in for the full time that you require to cure your gel. You've got 30 seconds, which a lot of gel polishers work on 30 seconds, but I tend to always use 60 seconds anyway. But you have got that there. You've got 60 seconds, which is what I tend to use for all biabs and gel polishes, 60 seconds, and top coats of course. And you've got 99 seconds. Now, you've got two powers on this particular 99 second power button. One is full power, and you've also got your low heat mode. Now, on full power, the lamp will come on at its full 48 watts, and it will cure the gel in about, if it's hard gel, you're looking at 99 seconds basically, because hard gel takes that little bit longer to cure. And you've got the low heat setting. Now, if your customers have ever put the hand in the lamp, you've switched the lamp on, and they've gone, oh, that's hot, right? What that is what we call a heat spike. And it usually mainly happens with hard gels or actually top coats. And what's happening there is that the molecules in the light are exciting the gel, and they are all whizzing round looking for partners so they can link up into what we call chains, and we call it cross-linked. Now, while they're whizzing round, they're rubbing up against each other, and the A won't find B, for instance, and it finds A, so it goes off looking for B and B, and so on. And all this rubbing together of the gel, molecules in the gel, causes like a friction in the gel, and friction becomes heat, and then you get that little bit of a heat spike as they're all whizzing around looking for their partners. Now, once they've found all the partners, or as many as they can, what happens? The heat spike stops, usually after about 5 seconds, something like that, and then you'll get left on the surface of the gel like a residue, which is what we call a sticky residue. That's where some molecules have not found partners, and they're left as that sticky residue on the top. That's quite normal. So don't think that your lamp's not working because it hasn't set all the gel right. In other words, some people say it's just not drying my gels. That's quite normal. So don't think your lamp's not working, right? That's what we call the residue layer or sticky residue layer, which we tend to, if it was a top coat, we would wipe off. Now, a little point there, never wipe off the sticky residue between layers, like the base coat, the colour coats. Do not wipe off the sticky residue. You want that sticky residue to be there so that the next layer can tie into it, okay? The only layer that should come out dry or non-sticky is the top coat. And that's why when you see top coats nowadays, they have the words non-sticky written on the bottle. And that's what that means, non-sticky top coat, okay? But the base coats and the colour coats, they're supposed to be sticky when they come out. So don't think your lamp's not working. Okay, I've had that a few times with people. So with the low heat setting, it just means, how it works basically is that when you've got your hand in the lamp on the low heat setting, the light will alternate between full power and like half power. So it's swapping about like this. And what that does, it actually is supposed to reduce the amount of heat spike that you can get. I never found it to really work, and it really kind of annoys me, but I tend to just leave it on the full power and then just get the customer just to come out with the hand, press down on the fingers like this, and then go back in. It's only going to last for about 5 seconds maximum. Now, some people are more susceptible to the heat spike than other people. And the reason for that can be that they've got very thin natural nails, so they're going to feel any increase in heat through the nail plates. Okay. Or maybe you put the layer on really thick, and of course the more molecules that are in that gel layer, the more the heat spike is going to be. So if you get a customer that's very, very sensitive to heat spikes, you've got a couple of options. They can grin and bear it, or you can put the layers on a little bit thinner but put more layers on. Now you usually find that it is only the top coat that really causes this, but you will get some people that get it with other layers as well. But you kind of there's no way around it. You just got to live with it. Okay. So this is the sun lamp. I don't know which model. Oh, it's called the Smart Nail Lamp 2.0, and it's made by the company Sun, who actually make a lot of nail lamps, and I do rate these nail lamps. I've been using these nail lamps for at least 12 years or more, and I find them very good. They do this one, which is I like it because it's big. They do a smaller one as well. And they did, well, you have a look on Amazon, you'll see them there, there are loads. This one was about £50 thereabouts, which is a little bit more expensive than some of the nail lamps on there. But I do like the features on it, that's why I think it's worth the extra. You've got the slide out bottom, which is really good. And that's for when you're doing feet. So you put the foot on the floor on a towel, and then put the lamp over the foot rather than trying to poke the foot inside of the lamp. And then this just slides back onto the base there, the right way up, of course. And perhaps I'll do that in a minute because it's a bit awkward to do. So you've got to get that in those slots. Come on, where are you? There it is. And I like the fact that it slides in as well, because some lamps they just pull off. You just pull them off. But what you find is sometimes that as time goes by, they start just dropping off on their own. So the fact that it's got the slide in is even better. So if you want to buy a good lamp, I recommend this lamp. Or you can just buy a lamp to match your products and pay about 4 times the price. So it's entirely up to you. But all gels are the same, they all work in the same process, and the lamp is just UV light. That's all it is, UV light, and you can't get better UV lights or worse UV lights. The only difference with the UV light is the power output, and you must have 48 watts power at least. Some you'll see they'll put 150 watts. Well, you don't need it. 48 watts is basically what you need, okay? 48 watts. So that's a gel lamp. I hope that's been helpful to you and help you decide what lamp to buy. I'll put some links below so that you can know where I bought this from, which is from Amazon, but I'll put the link below so you can have a look at that as well. Okay, so this is John signing off on this little run through on gel lamps. I hope that was helpful. Bye for now.